They say when two elephants fight, the ground suffers, right? But in the case of Davido and Burna Boy, when these two giants flex, the whole social media space shakes. And that is exactly what is happening right now. It all began with an innocent celebration, okay? Davido, ecstatic as ever, took to social media to congratulate his billionaire father, Deji Adeleke, after he acquired the third private aircraft for the Adeleke dynasty. Of course, I'm sure a lot of you must have seen that. I mean, it's a very wonderful piece of artwork. And like I said, that is the third one for the family. And according to the rumors, we are hearing, they said it was even registered in Davido's name, meaning that possibly it might be inherited by Davido. That is what the rumor mill is saying, okay? So for Davido, this was nothing unusual. Just a proud son, basking in the euphoria, of the father's glory and showing the world how family achievements are meant to be celebrated. And I think Davido didn't do anything wrong because there's no child that will not be so proud, of his father, for acquiring something like this. It's just a normal thing, it's something that should happen organically. So it's not like there's any big deal about it. Every child should celebrate such acquisition. Okay, so in his own words, he posted with fanfare, joy, and gratitude, flaunting their delicates words as though, I mean, not like as though just showing that he was really, really genuinely happy for his father and for his family, and it made him so proud that moment. Okay, but in another corner of Lagos, it has been alleged again that Burna Boy, the self-acclaimed African giant, decided to drop his own bombshell. Okay, they said not too long ago he too unveiled his latest baby, a vintage Ferrari Testarossa. That is said to be worth a staggering 1.6 billion naira. Okay, this was not just any car; it was a legendary ride. Okay, a rare collectible. Okay, one that he was carefully moving into his penthouse that is still under construction. Okay, so don't forget that these two people have always been in competition over who has the best car, who has the best shows. There has been competition, every time, when it comes to Davido and Burna Boy. Okay, but I want to say that, you see, these two guys are well loved by Nigerians, and they are great in their own unique ways. Okay, and I love both of them so well, like most Nigerians do. Okay, so while Davido was celebrating a new jet in the family, right? Burna Boy was also celebrating his personal taste, his own luxury, and his own achievement, according to the story making the rounds on the social media. And just like that, the conversation began to shift. Yes, so trust Nigerians now. Any small move by either Davido or Burna Boy, I mean, cannot just end the way it is. There's going to be permutations, calculations, and insinuations as well, over every single movement by any of these two guys. Okay, because it makes a lot of news, really. So and just like that, like I said, the conversation began to shift. Nigerians on social media quickly connected the dots, okay? And the Gbas Gbos returned to the age-old rivalry between these two megastars. This is not new. The back and forth between Davido and Burna Boy has been brewing for years now. For those of you who have been following these two great superstars, it's not something that started today. It's always been there. Okay, so many still remember when Burna Boy allegedly, mocked Davido, saying the singer was only flaunting his father's outdated private jets. Yes, that news made the rounds allegedly some time ago. Okay, and that this his so-called wealth, wasn't really his own achievement, but a family inheritance. Yes, I heard this as well. Okay, so Davido, of course, did not take such words lightly and would never really heal from such talk. But the truth of the matter is that I agree though, Davido is from a very wealthy home, but that is not his fault. Yes, no one is going to come out here to say Davido did not sweat it out to get to where he is today. Definitely, there's an advantage of being from such a very wealthy family. But if you put that aside, okay, let's give this man some credit. He has also really worked very hard. And he's always working and working and working. Sometimes you begin to ask yourself, why is he really stressing himself like this? Okay, because if you look at his other siblings, I even heard that one of his siblings is richer than him, despite the good money he has made for himself. Okay, so we need to give it to him. It is not a crime that he was born into. I mean, to a blessed family like that, But like I said, give it to him. He has also worked very hard for himself, and the result is there for everyone to see. So now, with their delicate family adding a third private jet to their already impressive fleet, because it's like they have two before, this is the third one. So with all this, Davido celebrated with joy, as expected. But Burna Boy, in his usual larger than life confidence, allegedly again, listen to me, I said allegedly, okay, fired back with a subtle but cutting remark. I don't need to own a jet because I'm booked. Because when I'm booked, for my $1 million show, the organizers send a Challenger aircraft, convoys, and luxury cars to pick me up. That's a standard. I don't buy it. It comes with the package. Omo. It's like we will never see the end to this rivalry, because while Davido is celebrating, casually, and organically as he should be with his father's accusation, here we are again with this subtle, is it jab you want to call it, or just trying to just have something to say? And what he said here are so direct, and I won't say demeaning, but it tells us who this remark is meant for. Okay, so that is it. And the internet expectedly, has exploded. And even as I do this video, people are still talking about the whole thing, and the thing has created a lot of divergent opinions over this matter. Some fans rallied behind Davido immediately, saying bloodline wealth is still wealth, and a man has every right to celebrate his father's achievement. I said it before, that it is within his right to do that, and every child will always, always do that. Others sided with Boma, claiming real greatness is when you stand tall on your own achievements, not another man's back. Well, in this case, there's nothing wrong if you've made your money and you climb to the top on your own, but then, like I said before, who knows? Perhaps if Davido had not come from the wealthy family, perhaps he would have also been who he is today. It was not a crime. It was not his making that he was born into that family, like I said. But please, let's give it to him. He has also done his best. Okay, so that is what I think. So the debate has become very heated in the social media. And the thing is Davido riding on inheritance? Or is it proving that family legacy is something to be proud of? Is Burna Boy arrogant, for downplaying private jet ownership? Or is this simply showing the power of global demand, of the global demand and personal accomplishment that he has made? Okay? So these are the questions I'm asking at this moment. This is where the genesis of the rivalry comes back to focus. Both men are symbol of Nigerian success, but their stories are different. Yes, quite different. Davido's foundation was wealth, and he built music atop of it. Yes. Burna Boy's foundation was struggle, and he built music into wealth. Two roads, one destination, but the competition is inevitable. And I said it. This is not going to be the last time we're going to be having this sort of competition. It is something that will continue with us, for the longest of time, if you permit me to use that expression. So, what are the lessons? Social media has taught us that no matter how high you fly, people will always compare. That is inevitable. Some will measure success by legacy and family strength. Others will measure it by individual grind and grit. Yet the truth remains. A child who honors his father will prosper. And another truth, he who labors for his own will never forget the taste of sweat. Okay? So what are the takeaways, my people? Let's look at them. Both Davido and Burna Boy are winners in their own right. I said this before. One celebrates inheritance and bloodline expansion. The other celebrates personal milestones and global validation. But when these two flex, it leaves us with a question. In the end, which is more important? The strength of a father's house or the glory of your own house or your own hostel? I leave that to you guys to figure out, okay? So, my people, the Gbas Gbos is not going to end anytime soon, like I said, and the rivalry remains a mystery with no final chapter. But as Yoruba people will say, a fight without an end will continue tomorrow. And don't be surprised, maybe as they break now, say, another one will come up again between these two megastars, superstars, okay? So let me just conclude by saying this. I want you to brace up yourselves because with Davido and Burna Boy, this is not the end. Like I said, it is just another chapter in a battle of the giants. Okay, so I don't want to make this video too long. I'm going to just try and end it here by saying I appreciate the thing you guys are doing for this channel by watching, subscribing, sharing our videos. I want to say may God bless you for doing that for us. Okay, so what do you think about this story that is making the rounds all over the social media? Please feel free to leave your comment, but don't forget, always make your comments polite, no curses, no abuses, just your straightforward thoughts on this story. Okay, I'm going to meet you right at the comment section. God bless you and do enjoy the rest of the day. Bye bye.